Welcome back, guys, for some more Pokemon Go, and this was an unexpected start to the video. I was driving along, and it's the start of the Christmas event, if you guys haven't noticed already, with all the Christmassy stuff going on, and there was a very out-of-place little Gible just sitting by himself, just hanging out. So, you know, I decided, why not give this little guy a little click on, and sure enough, we got a shiny to start the video off, and a very out-of-place shiny, like I was saying, and this seems to happen all the time with these out-of-place Gibles for me. It happened with the very first shiny Gible that I got. It was sort of, they were spawning, it was during the Dragon event a while back, and the Spotlight Hour had just started, and there was just one random Gible still just sitting on my nearby, so I thought to myself, you know what? I'll go and get that Gible, and sure enough, yeah, it was shiny as well. So, I have good luck with random Gibles. Let's give him a Goldenrez. It's not like we need another shiny Gible, because I already have a dozen of them from Community Day. But we have yet another little shiny shark boy, land shark. I love Gible. It's actually a little girl, but I do love my Gibles. That's actually surprisingly good for a wild shiny. So we'll star her. And yeah, welcome into the Christmas event, guys. What a nice little Christmas gift that the game gave me. It would have been better if it was a shiny that I actually needed, but we'll take it. It's a good way to start the video off. So, like I said, guys, today is the start of the winter/Christmas event in Pokemon Go. So we have another paid research task to do. Yay. This one also involves a bunch of walking and some egg hatching as well. So again, yay. But there's a whole bunch of other stuff going along in this event as well. We have some Christmas-themed Pokestops and snow on the overworld map. And this is the first time that I've actually ever seen snow in the game. So it's nice. The stops, they don't really look that great at the moment, but they look like they have Christmas lights wrapped around them. So I'm sure as soon as nighttime comes along, just like in the real world, all the Christmas lights will come on and it'll probably look really good, but it looks a little bit average during the daytime. They could have zhuzhed it up a little bit, added a few more things here and there, you know, maybe some gifts and Christmas trees or, you know, just randomly. So there's also a bunch of the Christmas themed costumed Pokemon floating around during this event as well. There's actually not as many as I thought there would be. The Delibird with the bow and the Cubchoo with the bow that we've had in previous years aren't available during this one. Pikachu wearing the ugly Christmas sweater and Spheal wearing the scarf are still available, and Holiday Stantler is also available, but I've only seen a couple of them in the wild so far, so they're actually fairly rare this event. We also got a new shiny for this event as well in Bergmite, so I'll definitely be on the lookout for one of them. Hopefully we can continue this shiny luck that we've had with the Gible and get another shiny. They are available through some research tasks and stuff like that, so we'll be on the lookout for them. And yeah, probably the Spheal as well. That's probably going to be the one that I want the most out of all of the costume things, just because he's a happy little round boy and he's got a scarf. I mean, that's cool. So as I mentioned before, we've also got this special research to get done. So that's what our goal for the day is going to be, along with getting hopefully more shinies. So we'll just quickly go over what we actually have to get done for this quest. Like I said, there is some walking and all that sort of stuff, but we'll go over it right now. So in the first stage, we need to walk 2 kilometers, catch 10 Pokemon, and catch 10 ice types. Part 2, we have to walk another 2 kilometers, transfer 10 Pokemon, and catch another 10 ice type Pokemon. Part 3, walk another 2 kilometers, send 7 gifts to friends, and catch 15 ice type Pokemon. But from this one, we actually get one of the snowy cast forms, which is good because this will be my Pokédex one, because I have never encountered one in game. I've seen, I think, 2 in the whole time that they've been available on the nearby. They've just been at, you know, bad times and I haven't been able to go and get them and stuff like that. So yeah, it's actually going to be nice finally being able to add one of these to the decks. And in the final stage of the research, we have to hatch an egg, hatch 8 different types of ice type Pokemon, and catch 15 ice type Pokemon. And then we get our gifting pose and our Galarian and Mr. Mime. So as you can see, some of the rewards for this quest just aren't up to scratch, really. Seems to be a running theme with some of the paid research lately. It just doesn't really seem to be worth what we're paying for it. But yeah, it's still going to be fun to get some of this stuff. Like I said, I'm adding the snowy cast form to my deck. So that's one thing that's, you know, probably not worth $5 that I paid for the ticket, but it's, well, actually no, I paid $7 because I'm in Australia, but you know, it's probably not worth that much money is what I'm saying. So that basically does it for everything that we needed to go over to start this video off. We got our shiny, so we can get into our adventure. Let's get to it. Let's get more shinies. See you guys out there. All right, well, we're picking this up again unexpectedly because I've just found shiny number 2 for the day. So this one again is one that I don't necessarily need, being a shiny Snorunt, but I do have something else to show to you guys, which I got before, which I was saving for basically this clip because I do have the research to collect and all that sort of stuff, but I'm gonna start off by catching our little shiny Snorunt. All right, so we've got our second shiny of the day in the bag. The stats are, fortunately we couldn't continue the good stats trend, but we'll start this little dude and like I was saying, of course, the one time I decide not to collect my research tasks while I'm filming, and we get the Hundo Sphere. So we pulled 2 shinies today and a Hundo so far, so the Christmas spirit is definitely with me. You know, the giving season, the game is just giving me a whole bunch of stuff, and it's nice. Like I said, I just wish it was stuff that I actually I mean, I'll take the Sphere. I'll definitely take the Sphere. It's just a shame that he wasn't a Shundo, but can't be too greedy. I will take what I'm given. So, like I said, I've also got this first part of the quest done, so we'll collect these rewards. We'll grab our first encounter. So none of these encounters are going to be anything too flash. Non-shiny Snova. 2 stars, that's not spectacular, unfortunately. Encounter number 2 is not shiny, and unfortunately, it's not wearing the scarf. Could you imagine if that was actually the shiny and it wasn't wearing the scarf? I think I'd be a little bit disappointed with that. And given that it's from the special research for the Christmas event, why doesn't it have the scarf? What was the reasoning behind not giving this a scarf? Niantic really boggles my mind. And everybody else's mind sometimes. So, did we score 2 Hundos back to back? No, I didn't think so because it was only 394. We want 412 for a Hundo, obviously. Third encounter, please be shiny. Seal. I mean, it's not very Christmassy, but I mean, it is, I suppose, you know, ice type. Okay, so did we get a Hundo Seal? No, we did not get a Hundo Seal. Moving on, so our final rewards for the first stage: an incense, 50 Abomasnow Mega Candies, and a shine. Out of all things that could have been shiny, I'm surprised I did not get this. I have way too many shiny Sneasels. So, yeah, I'm stunned that this isn't shiny. And our shockingly non-shiny Sneasel is, it's okay. I'm pretty sure I've got better ones, but there we go. First stage in the books. On to the second stage, which again, fairly easy, walking another 2 kilometers, transferring 10 Pokemon, and catching another 10 ice types. So, I'm gonna head out and go and get this done, and hopefully I'll come across another 2 shinies and another Hundo, and we'll just keep going with this trend. Well, unfortunately, I don't have any shinies or Hundos to show you guys this time around, but we have finished part 2 of the quest, so we can collect these rewards. I do have 3 research tasks to collect as well, so you never know, we might actually get lucky and pull ourselves like a Hundo or a shiny. So, first research task is a non-shiny Swinub. 3 stars. It could be better. Second encounter, fingers crossed, shiny luck. It could have been a... Unfortunately, that would have been a nice shiny to get. We do have our original one that took us 1966 encounters to finally get, so getting a second one from research after a couple would be nice. So our Smelly Bird is 3 stars. We've found better ones in the wild today, so we'll probably transfer that one. Come on, shiny vibes. There was 3 possible shinies. Game's just like, no, you've had your shiny quota for today, dude. So our little cubby is 3 stars, so average. So onto this main encounter, we get our egg incubator, another 50 Obama Mega Candies, and our encounter this time is with our Galarian Mr. Mime, which could have actually been a shiny, so that's a little bit disappointing. So the Galarian Mr. Mime is... Dude, could you get any worse? Like, You could, but not much. So we're gonna walk another 2 kilometers, send 7 gifts to friends, and catch another 15 ice-type Pokemon. So should be able to get that done fairly quickly. I'm like halfway through my walk, so hopefully by the time I get back to the car, I will have finished this other 2 kilometers and getting pretty close to actually hatching an egg. So I've got a 5 kilometer egg on now that I chucked on at the start of the last stage of the quest. So I've timed it fairly well that hopefully it'll hatch fairly soon after I finish this part of the quest. So we'll continue at it. Fingers crossed I can come across some shinies. I did run my daily incense before. Unfortunately, we didn't get anything good from it. So yeah, that was a bit disappointing. But we've had a good day so far, so we'll just keep at it, and fingers crossed we can continue this good luck. So let's get at it. Well, that was pretty much perfect timing. Basically, as soon as I got back to the car, this last 2 kilometers ticked itself off, and my egg rolled over to 4.9 kilometers. So yeah, I'm a little bit thankful that I didn't walk just that little bit further and then accidentally hatch that egg, because then I would have to hatch a whole nother egg just to get this last stage done. So we'll collect these research tasks, and I also forgot to collect those research tasks before as well from the last clip. So we'll collect them now as well. So our first one is Vanillite, so that's not a shiny, unfortunately. All right, that is finally in the bag after 4 throws and a fully green circle. For some reason, it just did not want to stay in the bulb. So at least it's 3 stars. Anyway, on to the next task. Come on, please give me a shiny from the research. That would be great. You are, again, the non-Christmas edition of a Pokemon in the special research just seems so backwards. What was the point of putting these in the research if they're not the special ones? Because if somebody gets a shiny, they're going to be really peeved that they didn't get the shiny of the actual special one. So our non-Christmas Stantler is 3 stars. Not too bad. So last research. There we go. We got our cloudy, snowy rather, cast form finally. So that is a full list of cast forms. I do have the shiny water version, so I still need the sunny shiny. So we'll check this. Of course, game. Why would you give me a good one? So that's a big rip. All right, let's quickly collect these other research tasks. Last one from this egg incubator, another 50 Obama Mega Candy, and our non-shiny I still actually need the Galarian Darumaka as a shiny, so that's disappointing. So fingers crossed it's at least got decent stats. It's again 3 stars, but average 3 stars. Why is it that I always get average 3 stars? I mean, I can't complain too much. I did get the hundo earlier, but I want more hundos, more shinies. Come on, game, we want content. So quickly onto these other research tasks before my battery goes dead. This is a non-shiny Sphere at 403, so we'll just leave that in the stack for now. The second one is non-shiny Stantler, 899. And the lucky last one, fingers crossed, non-shiny Stantler, 903. So unfortunately, we'll just leave that in the stack for now as well. And yeah, we're on to our last part of the quest. So we need to hatch this egg, catch 8 different species of ice-type Pokemon, and catch 15 ice Pokemon. So we should be able to get that done nice and quickly. As you can see, yeah, 4.9. So does it tell me exactly how much? No, just 4.9. So it shouldn't take me too much longer to hatch this egg. So yeah, I'll quickly get to doing that, and you should be picking this up again in a few minutes. So I'll get to that, and let's see if I can get another shine in that couple of minutes. Well, when I said that I timed that last clip perfectly, I didn't realize how perfectly I actually timed it. Basically, as soon as I finished recording the clip, I put the camera down, drove 20 meters up the road, and that egg hatched. So very lucky indeed that I didn't end up missing it. But we got everything done now, so it couldn't have worked out any better, luckily. So we can collect these last research tasks for the day, see if we can actually get anything special to go along with our shinies and our hundo for the day. So first research task is non-shiny Alolan Vulpix. That is a real shame. I need my second one of these so I can have one for the evolution. So our little volley is 2 stars. Disappointing. Would have actually liked to have got a decent one of these because it's a good Pokemon. Next task is a non-shiny, Alolan Sandshrew. So a little Sandshrew, again, 2 stars, not great. Disappointing. And this lucky last one is Lappy. Could have been shiny. That's okay. I do have my shiny Shadow Lapras, so other than that, I don't think there's much that I can improve on it. Beautiful first ball. Did we at least get a decent one? No. 2 stars on all of these last Pokemon, so that's a shame, game. What are you doing? You're full jibbing me for a paid ticket. Like, come on. Alrighty. Let's grab these poses and this lucky last encounter. Gifting pose. Gifting pose. More Mega Obama candy. Obama Snow, not Obama. And our final encounter is with another non-shiny Galarian Mr. Mime. So, we wasted all our shiny luck earlier on shinies that we didn't necessarily need. So, awesome. Thanks, game. That's okay. We're not coming home empty-handed, so I can't really complain too much now, can I? So our final check is... Oh, we actually got 3 stars. Amazing. Again, it's actually not too bad, but yeah, it could be better. So guys, that does us with our Pokemon Go Winter Holiday paid ticket event. It was an okay day. Like, I don't think the ticket, again, was worth the amount that they paid, like, that we paid for it sort of thing. But I got my shinies and I got a hundo and all that sort of stuff. So, but none of that stuff came from the actual research. So take it or leave it sort of thing. I don't know. Yeah, it was a good event, but at the same time, I don't know. This Christmas event just feels a little bit off from previous Christmas events. Everything's there, but I just feel like things aren't spawning as much as they have in previous events. Like the Pikachu isn't really spawning very often. Delibird isn't spawning as often. The Stantler isn't spawning as often. You know, just stuff like that. You can get all of these things from research tasks as well, which is helpful. But at the same time, just having these things available in the wild is part of the adventure during one of these Christmas events. Being able to go out and hunt those Christmas shinies, and yeah, it just feels a little bit lackluster this year. So I don't know, hopefully it'll pick up. Hopefully it was just, you know, having a rough day and not really encountering everything that I thought that I would. I did start the day encountering a lot of Swinubs, so I was just like, this is a very Swinub heavy event, but that sort of cleared up after a while, so it just seemed to be that I was just encountering that in the area that I was in, so that was good. I think also the removal of some of the previously available costume Pokemon for this year was probably the wrong thing to do. There's no reason for them to remove them, so they should have just left them in there. They would have been available again. I know not everybody likes costume Pokemon, but yeah, I just don't understand why they would remove things that we've already had previously, even though they're still available during the Christmas event. Like, they're still part of the Christmas event. Why didn't they make the special versions of them available? And same sort of thing, the versions of those Pokemon that we did encounter from the special research that weren't costumed when they probably should have been, like the Stantler and the Spheal, that didn't really make a lot of sense either, so yeah, I don't understand. So yeah, other than those few little things that I think could have been tweaked, the event is still an enjoyable event. I'll definitely be on the hunt for the Bergmite and this Spheal, because they're probably, like I said earlier, the things that I would like the most. But yeah, other than that, guys, I think we're pretty much done with this one. We've finished our quest, we've got our shinies, we've got our hundo. We've had a good day. So let me know how well you guys have gone with this event, if you ended up buying the special research, if you got anything special from it, all that good stuff, if you've got any shinies that you've been hunting for ages. And yeah, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay safe, happy hunting, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.